In 8 weeks' time, we have the World Deadlift Championship by Giants Live, the competition where Eddie Hall broke the deadlift world record in one night with 37 kilos 9 years ago in 2016. But in less than 2 weeks' time, in Germany, Hafthor Björnsson will be attempting to break the world deadlift record. In this video, we will take a look at his chances, his heaviest lifts in preparation, and we will also compare this lift to the heaviest lift prior to his 501 kilo deadlift back in 2020. So, the competition is held in Germany at Eisenhart. This is a competition who will be featuring a lot of good athletes, such as Ben Donin, the best deadlifter in the under 80 kilo category, Mikhail Shivlikov, Rauno Hinla, John Hack, Graham Hicks, John Yearse, Leonidas Arcona, Ivan Makarov, and yeah, a lot of more guys. And it's supposed to be a bench and deadlift competition, but you can also choose to compete just in one of them, which is what Hafthor will do in the deadlift. The date is 26th of July, so it's about 2 weeks' time on a Saturday in Germany. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it and look at Hafthor's best pulls prior to his 505 kilo attempt. So here, first out, we have 4 weeks and 1 day out of the attempt, and it's 460 kilos. And at his gym, he's also switched to a new deadlift suit recently, or like half year ago, Chaos deadlift suit. So 460 kilos, 1,014 pounds, 1 month prior to the attempt. So as you can see, it's a comfortable lift, but I mean, everyone here would think that it's not another 45 kilos left in the tank here. We can see it from a different angle, from the front, and of course the same here. Doing his regular setup, rolling it towards himself, and then pulling. And you can see he's slowing down a lot after or around the knees, but comfortable lift. Then we now just saw his last heavy lift prior to the competition. He first started, so it's like 15 days prior, and this will be his last. So the last warm-up was 440 kilos, and this one, of course, would have to be really, really easy to have any chance to 2 weeks later pull more than 500 kilos. So 440 kilos for Hafthor. Looking very easy, and it's supposed to be the last warm-up, so I mean he wouldn't really go 100%. Then the last heavy lift, 480 kilos. The last heavy deadlift he will do, 480, and as you know, prior to his 501, 5 years ago, the last heavy he did was 470, which we will take a look at afterwards. So last warm-up 440, and this for the 480. Rolling towards him, and very smooth. As you can see, even smoother than the 460 2 weeks ago. And I would say, it's looking more likely that 500 could be in there. So just another repeat of the pull. Yeah, smooth lift. So back in 2020, Hafthor famously pulled 501 kilo deadlift. Even though many would say that the lift does not count, this lift in Eisenhart would count for sure. But now let's compare his deadlift prior to his 501 in 2020, which was 470, to this 480 lift. Because I feel like the 480 would almost have to look similar to the 470 for 505 plus to be in the tank. So here you have the comparison. 470 kilo back in 2020 and 480 kilo back in 2025. With a new deadlift suit. So as you can see, very similar. If we again look at when it breaks the floor, he almost locks it out at the same time, simultaneously. So if we slow it down, you can actually see now in new suit, the 480 attempt, he's a little bit more upright in his torso. His knees isn't that far forward, and it's a smaller stance than before. And as you can see, when the bar breaks the floor, he falls much more forward. His torso is much more horizontal, but in the 480 lift, he remain an upright vertical torso, and in that case actually looks stronger than the 470. So based on those lifts, if he's peaking at the right time, I think his 480 looks similar to his 470, which had a good speed to be fair. But now it all depends. How much does traveling to Germany and do it in a meet challenge him compared to when he did it at his gym? Let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Will we see a new deadlift world record 26th of July in Germany? And could it be anyone else than Hafthor? And if it happens, are there anyone in the world that could match it or even break it at the World Deadlift Champs in Giants Live in September?